Hi everyone, how are you? In this tutorial, I'm going to answer a question that comes directly from my mobile apps, and that is, how do you start a kids store or a baby clothing store or some store that's similar? And right away, here's the challenge. As you know, for the last 15 years, online commerce, e-commerce, has been taking sales away from traditional stores, right? And that's a trend that's growing. So every year it's more and more. And if you start your store, you will never know how much of your store potential sales has been taken away from by the e-commerce stores like Amazon, Amazon.com, Shopping.com, the huge websites which you can't really compete with them because because no matter what people say about shopping, helping the community and things like that, people shop on price. If the cheapest price, people shop. They get the cheap. Most of the time, people price is the number one factor in deciding where people will buy things. And Amazon.com, they have 15 years of making sure that their price is the lowest. Like their price is really this is how they actually became big, is by having the lowest price for everything. That is one of their gigantic competitive advantages. So they know this. This is their strength, and for sure, for you to operate at a profit, you will have to sell your things almost guaranteed for a larger price than Amazon. So how do you succeed in that environment? I mean, it's really hard, right? So here's how you succeed in that environment. And there's no guarantees because it's really hard, right? And by the way, to start a physical store, it's going to be so hard because you have to have inventory that you buy. You have to have employees. You have to have the space, right? So employee salaries, remodeling, rent, a lot of, and you can't just do this for 1 month. You gotta do it for 12 to 18 months, right? So imagine how much money you have to raise. Okay. So the fundraising is really risky and really difficult here. Even if you get this money, here's the trick. You've gotta get people shopping into your store. So that means your store has to be more than a store, because if it's just a store, people are just gonna go get that item, except for the few items that maybe they can't wait, but they can wait because they just can get that item ahead of time. So it's really a matter of creating a community around your store, integrating your store into the community, maybe being a part of or attaching yourself to daycare centers or something like that, or having some events that for kids that you also do, right? So maybe in your store you have a play area for kids. I don't know, something that you got to figure out what's going to work for you, so that the store becomes more than a store. It becomes integrated into the community very heavily, right? All the parents will see your store as oh my God, you got to go there. This is where all the events happen. This is where the fun activities are and things like that. And you may actually want to figure out activities, because parents always look for things to do with their children. Now, we're talking about a baby store, but even if you have a little kid store, maybe you're gonna have to figure out how to cater to, and you want to expand the age range a little bit, because they're not babies for that long. So if you cater to until they're 5 or 7 or 9 or whatever, then you have retained them for that much longer. But then of course, do you really cater to the baby demographic very, very well? Because if you try to please everyone, you kind of end up not pleasing that many people. So it's all a part of your strategy, and that strategy it's really depending on what you want for your store, right? So if you just want a baby store, I mean, look at the demographics locally, how many people are having babies, and look at the percentage of people who are shopping online. You got to research what percentage of people are shopping online for baby things. Then you got to figure out, are people reusing things? Are they not buying new, but they're getting reused stuff? And maybe actually this is going to be a part of your store, that you will have a reuse part, right? Almost like a consignment, but maybe not. Maybe it will be a trading, oh, I need this, but maybe there will be some kind of sort of a green initiative around your store where people are able to get good used items. And that's really important, because people love used items, because not just it's cheaper, but they also realize they're not participating in that consumer environment, and they're not like, it's also environmental not to keep buying new stuff. It's okay to reuse a lot of the things. But then again, there are a lot of online companies who do this kind of things online, right? Even the used, trading the used things. And you actually may want to try to start online, because you may want to have, to get a sense of this business without risking too much money. You can just set up your own blog, or some easy site that you can do on your own, that you can start marketing your own, that you can start networking with other business owners in this niche and seeing, learning the ecosystem, learning the space. And of course, when you start, you should definitely have someone in your team who has started a similar business before, because they can help you avoid so many mistakes. So that's really what I wanted to, I guess, say or caution about starting such a store. There's a lot more to say, but I mean, I got to keep the video a little bit short. So if this was helpful, please subscribe to my channel. And of course, if you are looking to start a business, I created a 4-app business course that takes you from business ideas to business planning to marketing, promoting your business, to raising money for your business. And you can find that course on Problemio.com, or by searching for Problemio in any of the app stores like Android, iOS, Kindle, and the Nook. So thanks for watching, guys, and good luck with your store. Bye.